So what I thought was going to happen is going to happen. Doug Peterson is going to decide who's going to be the offensive coordinator of this team going forward. And it is between running back coach Duce Staley and wide receiver coach Mike Groh. Now, after Doug Peterson said we're not in a hurry to look for an offensive coordinator, I said to myself, yeah, they're definitely going to be promoting someone like they promoted Press Taylor to be the cute quarterback coach, which is a good thing, which now I think is a pretty good thing. And I don't think they want anyone else in this. They don't want any outside coaches inside this locker room, inside this, inside the front office. I think it's better that way. But you have some, I mean, Duce Staley isn't some new guy around the block. This guy has been, a good running back for the Eagles, and he's had a good career, and he's really done a nice job with these running backs. So whoever they bring in for a running backs coach, they're really gonna search for the best guy out there. So I think Duce Staley, more than Mike Groh, would probably get this job. Could be wrong, but I think Duce Staley is probably a stronger candidate for it, because he's definitely game planned. He's definitely game planned with Doug Peterson and everything. You think of him as just a running backs coach, but I think I think he's got more focus on doing bigger things with his career, and I think he deserves the offensive coordinator job. Mike Groh, a new wide receiver coach that we brought in to amp up the wide receiver core, to coach these guys up really good, and probably could have been one of the reasons other than Nelson Agholor turning himself around. I think this coach really turned himself around, and watching all the coaches and how they coach, all the sounds of the week when they were in OTAs and everything like that. He's like a sergeant out there, Mike Groh. He's all about technique. He's all about taking the wrong step. He watches these wide receivers like a hawk. And really boost their confidence up, especially Nelson Agholor, that had 2 down years and had over 700 yards receiving this year. Probably could have had more if he was more involved in the offense beginning of the season. Turn Alshon Jeffrey around. The thing is that a few of these wide receivers have gotten more than 7 touchdowns. 3 receivers got more than 7 touchdowns this year: Zach Ertz, Nelson Agholor, Alshon Jeffrey. So it's all around a good job. So we didn't have a 1,000-yard receiver, but this fucking guy really did a good job with the receiving core this year. And whoever they bring in, like I said, with the running back coach, whoever they bring in, they're going to be nitpicking on a perfect coach to be in the front office. And I don't blame Doug Peterson for hiring somebody within the organization, just because sometimes you don't want an outsider coming into the organization, because the last thing you need is front office with dysfunction. And there's plenty of teams that have a lot of dysfunction. You got the Patriots that have dysfunction. You got the Redskins that definitely have dysfunction. Even firing their GM last year. I forgot his name. Firing the GM last year that was, drinking alcohol, was an alcoholic. I mean, it's just stupid shit happens like that. But they want to promote within, and I'm okay with that. It can only get better this way. I'm more comfortable. So, which means if I'm comfortable with this, Doug Peterson must be very comfortable with hiring within the organization. Jeffrey Lurie probably approves of this. I don't see him going out there trying to find some, guru offensive coordinator, because honestly, dude, Doug Peterson calls the plays. You understand? Doug Peterson calls all the plays. And thank God, because if we had an offensive coordinator that led us to the Super Bowl, won the damn game, calling all the plays, and then we let him go, and someone takes him from us, then it's a huge problem. But Doug Peterson has done absolutely amazing this year. He's turned my fucking head. He's really turned my fucking head all the way around, backwards. Which is crazy, because I did not think it would turn out this way this year, and we won a Super Bowl, and the Eagles are fucking world champs, for Super Bowl 52. So I'm very proud of the coaching staff, and I'm proud of how they get these guys prepared each and every week during practice. Not only do they work them hard, but they let the players make the decision to go light or full pads. I mean, even before the Super Bowl, it was a great idea to go light in pads, and then for the divisional NFC Championship game, they were in full pads hitting each other, and they like to have an ear for the players, and I think they're more comfortable bringing somebody up within the organization and doing their thing like that. So I totally agree. With either one, I'm more happy with. But honestly, I think Duce Staley probably deserves it. So Duce Staley tried to get an offensive coordinator job last year. he tried to be our head coach last year. I remember he put himself up as, you know, he wants to try to be the head coach, but I don't think he has the credentials for the head coaching job. It's just, you know, that's just not. You got to go step by step, you know, to get to the job. You can't be a position coach and go to a head coaching job just like that. I think you got to be at least a coordinator on some team, whatever, defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, whatever you want to call it, to get into a head coaching job. But honestly, Duce Staley deserves this. I think he'll get it. Mike Groh, I'm not saying he's not. I think he's got that drive. I think he can, it's another thing with him, even with the receivers. He works with the quarterback coach. He works with, the head coach because of, how the defensive players, Mike Groh knows every receiver. He goes to the meetings every week. He knows that when they have their meetings, they every day they talk about all the receivers throughout the week and who's a good matchup. And everyone's involved in this. It's not like separate, shit going on. So I just think Duce Staley is a stronger candidate, and good for him, man. I mean, like I said before, good for him. If he gets it, good for him. We'll see what happens, within the next few weeks. Hopefully this doesn't take long because they need to get, some shit done with trades, and, they have to get a lot of shit done down the road. So I'm hoping they get this offensive coordinator spot fixed, figured out. And both those guys deserve it, and I think Duce Staley just probably gets more recognition for it. He's done a hell of a job with the running backs the past, good amount of years. So I'm happy Duce is still around. I'm happy, he just brings that mentality, to the players. Even seen him talk to these guys on the sideline. He's very close with all these running backs, and I don't think anybody wants to, nobody wants to lose him. I don't want to lose him. I don't want to lose Mike Groh either, because the reports were with that when John DeFilippo was going to go somewhere, he wanted to take Mike Groh and the fucking offensive line coach and Jeff Stoutland with him too, which that didn't happen, thank freaking God. So that's all I really got to say about this, guys. I wish both of them luck, and I'm really glad they're promoting within the, they're promoting someone within the organization. So, good luck to Mike Groh or Duce Staley, whoever gets it, and I'll come out with a video as soon as I know what's going on. And that's about it. So I'm happy with either one of these. So tell me what you guys think. Who deserves the job? Is it Mike Groh, or do you think Duce Staley really deserves it as much as I do? So that's all I got to say to you guys. That's all I got to say. So Shake Squad up. Peace out. Fly, Eagles fly. Peace, peace. Peace.